How many times a day do you check your phone? A new survey by reviews.org puts that number at 144. All right, let's talk about that with Dr. Lee Richardson, brain health coach and consultant, founder of the Brain Performance Center. Doctor, good to have you here. Does that number surprise you? Do you think it's high or low?
Well, I think it's high, but there's good news with that number. It's a 58% decrease from what we did in 2022.
Really? Oh, is that because we were always on the phone during the tail end of the pandemic, or what?
Well, I think that we were still clinging to our phones and our social media as our lifeline because we were at the tail end of the pandemic. And I think that we're starting to let go of that just a little bit. But research shows that it's usually 2 years after an event that the true shock starts to set in with the public. I mean, I think the United States is a nation in recovery. And I think the way that we hang on to our phones is a good indicator of that. Now, I mean, there's also we're driving safer. There's 27% are still look at their phone while they're driving, but that's a 14% decrease from 2022. So we're making some good changes, but they're not all good.
Yeah.
I'm amazed.
Doc, I'm a little bit startled by the numbers because, I mean, obviously this is wildly anecdotal, but when I walk to the office or, anywhere I go, I feel like everybody is staring at their phone. So, but do you think that we might start to look at them less?
Well, I hope that we'll start to look at them less because, I think that we've had that fear ingrained in us that we've got to be in touch with everything that's going on. And in all honesty, we did have that need during the pandemic, but we've got to start to let go of that. And it amazes me that, people, one of the questions in the survey, do you use or look at your phone while you're on a date? Yeah, 45% of people do. How unengaging is that?
Yeah, that's not nice at all. So, Doctor, before we go then, what would you say is the best way to stare at your phone less frequently?
Well, I think you just need to put balance in, and most of the phones today will tell you your screen time. Pay attention to that number. Set a goal. I mean, if you're spending 4 hours a day on your phone, what have you accomplished? Where's the value in that? So really tap into that information that's in your phone and determine how much of that you can just cut back without really losing anything, and on the other hand, gaining from it.
That's great advice. I'm going to try that. Dr. Lee Richardson, brain health coach and consultant, founder of the Brain Performance Center. Doctor, we thank you.